twins had creative powers. They took clay and modeled it into animals, and they gave these animals life. And in this they contended with one another. The right-handed twin made the deer, and the left-handed twin made the mountain lion, which kills the deer. But the right-handed twin knew there would always be more deer than mountain lions, and he made another animal. He made the ground squirrel. The left-handed twin saw that the mountain lion could not get to the ground squirrel, who digs a hole, so he made the weasel. And although the weasel can go into the ground squirrel's hole and kill him, there are lots of ground squirrels and not so many weasels. Next, the right-handed twin decided he would make an animal that the weasel could not kill, so he made the porcupine. But the left-handed twin made the bear, who flips the porcupine over on his back and tears out his belly. And the right-handed twin made berries and fruits of all kinds for his creatures to live on. The left-handed twin made briars and poison ivy and the poisonous plants like the baneberry and the dogberry and the suicide root, with which people kill themselves when they go out of their minds. And the left-handed twin made medicines for good and for evil, for doctoring and for witchcraft. And finally, the right-handed twin made man. The people do not know just how much the left-handed twin had to do with making man, but man was made of clay, like pottery, and baked in the fire. The world the twins made was a balanced and orderly world, and this was good. The plant-eating animals created by the right-handed twin would eat up all the vegetation if their number was not kept down by the meat-eating animals which the left-handed twin created. But if these carnivorous animals ate too many other animals, then they would starve, for they would run out of meat. So the right and the left-handed twins built balance in the world. As the twins became full-grown, they still contested with one another. No one had won and no one had lost, and they knew that the conflict was becoming sharper and sharper, and one of them would have to vanquish the other. And so they came to the duel. They started with gambling. They took a wooden bowl, and in it they put wild pits. One side of the pits was burned black, and by tossing the pits in the bowl and betting on how these would fall, they gambled against one another, as the people still do in the New Year's rites. All through the morning they gambled at this game, and all through the afternoon, and the sun went down. And when the sun went down, the game was done, and neither one had won. So they went on to battle one another at the lacrosse game, and they contested all day, and the sun went down, and the game was done, and neither had won. And now they battled with clubs, and they fought all day, and the sun went down, and the fight was done, but neither had won. And they went from one duel to another to see which one would succumb. Each one knew in his deepest mind that there was something somewhere that would vanquish the other. But what was it? Where to find it? Each knew somewhere in his mind that that was his own weak point. They talked about this as they contested in these duels day after day, and somehow the deep mind of each entered into the other. And the deep mind of the right-handed twin lied to his brother, and the deep mind of the left-handed twin told the truth. On the last day of the duel, as they stood, they at last knew how the right-handed twin was to kill his brother. Each selected his weapon. The left-handed twin chose a mere stick that would do him no good, but the right-handed twin picked out the deer antler, and with one touch he destroyed his brother. And the left-handed twin died. But he died, and he didn't die. The right-handed twin picked up the body and cast it off the edge of the earth, and someplace below the world the left-handed twin still lives and reigns. When the sun rises from the east and travels in a huge arc along the sky dome, which rests like a great upside-down cup on the saucer of the earth, the people are in the nightfall, and dome lifts to let it escape at the western rim. The people are again in the domain of the left-handed twin, the fearful realm of night. Having killed his brother, the right-handed twin returned home to his grandmother, and she met him in anger. She threw the food out of the cabin onto the ground and said that he was a murderer, for he had killed his brother. He grew angry and he told her she had always helped his brother who had killed their mother. In his anger, he grabbed her by the throat and cut her head off. Her body he threw into the ocean and her head into the sky. There, our grandmother, the moon, still keeps watch at night over the realm of her favorite grandson. The right-handed twin had many names. One of them is Sapling. It means smooth, young, green, and fresh and innocent, straightforward, straight-growing, soft and pliable, teachable and trainable. These are the old ways of describing him, but since he has gone away, he has other names. He is called, he holds up the skies, master of life and great creator. The left-handed twin also has many names. One of them is Flint. He is called the devious one, the one covered with boils, old, warty. He is stubborn. He is thought of as being dark in color. These two being rule the world and keep an eye on the affairs of men. The right-handed twin, the master of life, lives in the sky world. He is content with the world he helped to create and with his favorite creatures, the humans. The scent of sacred tobacco rising from the earth comes gloriously to his nostrils. In the world below lives the left-handed twin. He knows the world of men, and he finds contentment in it. He hears the sound of warfare and torture, and he finds them good. In the daytime, the people have rituals which honor the right-handed twin. Through the daytime rituals, they thank the master of life. In the nighttime, the people dance and sing for the left-handed twin.